Hello and welcome to the Crafty Beggars garden. Now I wonder if you can help me with something. I've lost one of my favourite t-shirts and I don't... Jules? Jules?
It was so comfortable. I mean, so colourful. I was comfortable too. I had a little wear. It was so colourful. I just had to make...
I don't believe it's only half of it left.
Because I made this t-shirt necklace.
Oh, that's all right then.
In fact, I like to call them t-shirt scarves. They're all over the internet as t-shirt necklaces. I suppose it is a bit of a necklace.
What do you think?
But I think it's great. I'm not going to get personal, but it was getting a bit old.
Was it?
Yes, and if you've got an old t-shirt or you can see a cheap t-shirt in the shops, especially a brightly coloured one, don't go for any old, greying whites. Go for a colourful one like this that belonged to
The
Wendy.
t-shirt was getting old or I was getting too old for the t-shirt.
No, never. The t-shirt was getting old. Anyway, so I took it and I cut off the bottom bit and I made this in a matter of minutes, and I'm going to show you how. And what I'm going to use is this very handy Fiskars Soft Touch Professional scissor. And it's got a safety button on it, so it's opening there.
Spring action.
Spring action. I'm going to start cutting. Okay, what you do is, first of all, and it slices through the material. If you'd like to read about it, Wend.
Soft touch, universal purpose, 26 centimetres, spring action, cushioned handles, make cutting easier and more comfortable. Is that true?
It is true. They are cushioned. So if you've got a lot of cutting, that's my northern coming out. Lot of cutting. It's
cutting,
great.
darling.
Cutting. Now, what you do when you've got your bit, ideally, you probably only make one t-shirt necklace from a t-shirt. I'm trying to make two just to show you how. So this is a bit thinner, but it'll be a bit of a thinner one. You start at one end and you cut up. You make them about 1/2 inch wide. You're going to cut up strips, okay, like that. And you're going to go to the other end.
But you cut all the way through?
Oh, you can. You can. I don't. There's several different ways. We've actually got a tutorial, sort of a static tutorial, but it's a very good one on our very own website, craftybeggars.tv. So check it out. It's in the Don't Bin It section on our website. But I'm just going to cut like this, and there is a reason I'm doing. Not going to the very end.
Not going right to the end.
Not going right to the end. I mean, you can have wider strips if you want. Okay, there's your strips. Now, it doesn't matter
that they're uneven.
That they're uneven. And what you do is you take this like this, and you just literally, pull them out. And so they then curl up on themselves. Yes. Now, what I've done inadvertently, but you see, all things like this can be made a virtue. Yes. What I've done inadvertently is I've cut that bit a bit badly. Okay. It doesn't matter. So
I didn't like to mention it.
None of this matters. That's the great thing. But what I've done is one of them has gone like that. That doesn't matter, because what I'm going to do, or what you can do, is you can thread a bead on to the loose end and then just literally sew it again.
Yes.
Okay. When you've got your beads on like that, you will find you put it round your neck like that. But these are ugly. What do we do with those bits? You've got your beads on there.
Mine aren't ugly, Lou.
Yeah, no, they're not ugly, because you take one of the strips from the rest of your t-shirt.
Yes, chop up a bit more, why don't you?
Sewing threads going everywhere. You chop up a bit more, and if you just hold that for me, Wend. So we have ugly seam. Wait for it. We thread this round in a very nifty style.
Covering it,
coloring it with the colour, and we don't even have to sew it. We just literally loop it under, and we have grotty seam covered.
Very nice. I like that. I think these beads really finish it off as well.
Yeah.
That's why. Sorry, I asked you if you were going to go to the end or not.
You can do that, and then you can cut them and then thread them and sew them all together.
Right.
It's easier to actually just, once you've got it together, cut them and thread them on, obviously, because that's the only way to get them on.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you sew it back up, and that's all hidden on the seam.
Right. You could put maybe little charms on or something.
You could do anything. If you didn't want to cut it, if you thought, no, actually, I like it, you could actually just sew, put a needle and thread, quick needle and thread through that and sew it on.
That's true.
I mean, I like them threaded on, but equally, as you say, charms, you could thread, you could sew on, you could, really, the world is your
t-shirt.
Your t-shirt.
Well, it was my t-shirt. I'll forgive you.
Thank you very much. I'll make another now.